What's going on, everybody? Good morning. Chad, Adler Farms. Nobody's home. Cows are out there. I only see 2 of them. I'm pretty sure there's a 3rd. There's so much green grass out there. They're loving it. They don't even come up for treats anymore. We're at Farm 1.0. You guys haven't seen Smokey in like 2 or 3 weeks, unless you're watching Grandpa's channel, which you should be. It's always linked down below. What's going on? Hi. Now listen, this is a different treat. Let me come around there. This is Brevecto. It's linked down below. It's our flea, tick, and whatever. And if anybody's out there and you're like, oh my goodness, I can't believe you give your dog that poison and da-da-da. Watch this. Listen, this is medicine. This is the only way to keep the fleas and ticks and everything that can hurt her off of her all year. That's what we use. That's what I used last year. She's healthy as a horse. Hey, she's healthy enough to jump the fence and run and hopefully not get bred by a Chihuahua, right? So this is how we do this with Smokey. This is how we do it. We put it in her mouth. Hang on. Nope, nope. Hey, you stinker. You gotta get your legs over her. Open her mouth. Nope. Ow. Ow, you're so much bigger than last year. Oh, that's a good girl. That's a good. And we rub her throat. Oh yeah, that's good. All right. All right. All right. That's right. Hey, I feel a tick bite right here. Yeah, it's dead, but I feel one. Hi. Hi, what you doing? Okay, I don't know what a Chihuahua Great Pyrenees look like, but probably something like an alpaca. Hi, I missed you too. I missed you too. Are you okay? Look at all those chickens and turkeys. Hey. Fancy meeting y'all here. What you think? Red? Hey, guess what? Guess what? Our neighbor has a red bourbon turkey. Now, I haven't seen if it's a tom or a hen yet, but I'm gonna find out. And if it's a tom, even if it's a female, even if it's a hen, I think we're gonna bring it. We're gonna take Red down there and just turn her loose. So, anyway, what's the matter? What's the matter? Are you ready to run? No zoomies today, just hugs. Just hugs for Smokey. Just hugs, that's right. That's right. That's right. All right, we still have Han and Leia. Goodness, they emailed me last week. I know I'm not talking to the camera, but I am talking to you guys. I think it's another week. Another week on Adler Farms for Han and Leia. Yep. And then they're going to their new home. Here, guys, let's go over here. All right. There we go. Man, Lola, it's time to share them babies. It's time to share the babies, Lola. It is. Yep. Han and Leia are going to a good home where they'll actually be with one of Lola's babies from last year that we called White Shoes. Everything looks good. What's up, goats? What's going on, buddy? What's going on? Are we gonna do the dance? It's been like a week and a half. We're gonna dance? No. Whew, that's a lot. Hang on. How you doing, buddy? What you think? Man, did you guys know there ain't a single goat at my new farm or the neighbor's farm? Yep. No goats out there. It's almost like there's no goats in Oklahoma. But I said that about Canadian chickens. Then a bunch of Canadian chickens showed up at my pond. Red, you got food and water. And I know Grandpa was out here yesterday afternoon. Nope, no eggs. What's up, chickens? Oh my. I can smell the duty in here. I can smell the duty in here. How you doing? The eggs. Grandpa was here late yesterday afternoon, so probably just a few. Yep. All right. There we go. Ready? Ready? Look at that Pinna de Cinca. Still my favorite. So pretty. Hey, you want a fresh butt nugget? There you go. All right, see if Magneto wants one. You want one? Ready? There we go. I broke that perfect. Man, I really hope we can get him to the farm. I truly do. But we definitely got to get old Smokey out there first. Whoop, hang on. Old buddy's trying. Han is trying. Guys, seriously, I couldn't be happier about where Han and Leia are going. Could not be happier. Those folks will have pigs to take care of. They're getting 2 really good pigs. No matter what they decide to do with them, it'll have a long, good life. Excuse me, ma'am. Excuse me. Are you broody? Are you broody? Nope. There's nothing in there. Just one big old turkey egg. Look at that thing. Who's hungry? It's huge. Foghorn, what's up, brother? What's up, brother? Man, that is a huge rooster. What's up, buddy? Hi, buddy. You guys are so tame after hanging out with Grandpa. They just like sit in my pocket and come for a ride. They don't care. So obviously, a lot of the big questions you guys have, which Grandpa and I have addressed hundreds of times, but I feel like talking about it, so it's okay. Everybody knows where the majority of the animals are going. The cows are coming with me. The goats are staying with Grandpa. Smokey's coming with me. Lola's staying with Grandpa. The pigs, Han and Leia, are being sold to some friends. Hang on. Nope, squirrel. Like actual squirrel, not squirrel moment. I'm pretty sure Red, regardless, Red's gonna come to the farm, and so are the BS's, the black Spanish. So the turkeys are coming with me. The only question will be the chickens, but that's why we got to get Smokey out there first. And what I want to do, I messaged my buddy Jason at Cog Hill. He's got pins within a pin, if that makes sense. So he and Brooke have like a good perimeter fence all the way around the property, or at least one that's big enough to hold their little pins. And then they put the chickens and the chicken coop inside one of those little those micro pens. Can you say that? They got like a yard and then a mini yard, just for simple terms. I want to set up like a mini pen inside the hard perimeter fence. That way chickens that can fly can jump out, do whatever they want, free range, etc. But the chickens that can't, they can stay in there and be protected, because Smokey will be able to go all the way around those pins, if that makes sense. Does that make sense? Yeah, that makes sense. Another dynamic we're up against, I would love some alpaca expert advice, but I'm pretty sure once old Alan breeds the girls, we got to pull him off, because he'll continue to do it. And alpacas are pregnant for like 11 and a half months. We don't want him trying to breed them for 11 and a half months. We just want him to cover them, put them together once or twice, that kind of thing, and then let them be. And I'm pretty sure, and I think we have a picture, but I'm pretty sure Alan, even though he's almost 1,000 feet at the neighbors, he's like 1,000 feet away from the girls, and he sleeps right on the fence. He's never seen the girls directly, but he knows they're over there. It's kind of funny, but it's not. But yeah, it is. So he's ready. We got to get him over there. He's big time ready. Anyway, we need to know, we got to either get another male that's gelded. Is it geld? When you band a alpaca, what is it? Where's Eeyore? Where's he at? Goodness. We got to get old Alan over there with his girly friends because he is ready. And if you didn't know or you haven't seen the girls or whatever, my lovely Bride to Beast channel is always linked down below. You can see more about the alpacas. You can read more about the alpacas. And I tell you what, I'm going to tell you something because Ray won't, because she's a nice person and I'm not. That's not true, but you know what I mean. It's a ranch and rescue, which means we don't have to rescue every single animal. That was by design when we thought of the name, okay? Sometimes we're gonna have ranch animals, sometimes we're gonna have rescue animals. And then somebody else was like, why would you get an animal that's a rescue and allow it to have kids? What? So if we wanna breed Eddie, we shouldn't because he's a rescue? Man, some of y'all, I'm serious, man. I'm gonna start calling doctors, getting prescriptions changed. Some of y'all you're fooling yourself. What's up, lady? How you doing? Oh, your eye looks better. Your eye, Fred, you got a little bit above your eye, you stinker. What is that? Huh? My goodness. I think you guys just scratch your horns on things and get yourselves all in a tizzy. Not Tessie, tizzy. Yep, I do. That's what happens. That is definitely what happens. Man, you guys are so good looking. I cannot wait to get you to the farm. I think it needs to happen. PDQ, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, lady? I also heard this fence charger's not even on. The battery's dead because it's been so cloudy. You guys don't even know it. You're still just hanging out like there's a big old shock coming, but you don't even know it. So that's completely normal. Even my buddy Rhett at 100 Acre Wood Highlands, who was at the Okie Expo, even my buddy Rhett, when I met him, we went down there and we were feeding his Highlands, and man, get out the way of the mama cows. He is super experienced with Highlands. What do you think, Smoke? What do you think? Huh? You look like you've been up all night. You've been chasing critters or chasing boys. Huh? I think is gonna happen is I got a couple more cameras coming. And well, let me touch on Rhett real quick. What I meant about Rhett was when we were down there and we bought Fred, it was very apparent that even Rhett and all his experience was like, dump the cubes and get out of the way. They're Highlands, they got huge horns, they know how to use them. Even if they don't mean to hurt you, they can. Stick on my thing here. Get off of there. So anyway, yeah, when you feed Highlands, get out of the way. I'm ready to electrify the main pasture at the farm. Let's see, I can go 600 feet deep by about 300 feet wide. Yeah, I need my brother. Kyle's a math nerd, like my mom. I just use Google and Siri because ain't nobody got time for that. You guys remember being in school and your teacher was like, you know, one of these days you're gonna be at the grocery store and you're not gonna have a calculator. What? I got a calculator on my watch now, which we've had since the mid 80s. I ain't never been in a situation where I was like, oh man, if cheese is $4 and bread is $3, how many sandwiches before the train reaches town? I ain't never been in a spot like that, I gotta be honest. Whew. Man, what was I gonna gripe about next? There's a bunch of eggs and no cartons because I've been donating these eggs and nobody brings the cartons back. 69 cents at Tractor Supply for an egg carton. If you guys want to support the channel and our donation efforts of eggs, get on Amazon and send to our P.O. box some egg cartons. I'll put mine down below and my dad's. But that way you can get on like Amazon or wherever you can find cheap ones. We do not care where they come from because we don't get them back, and I'm not gonna pick on people who we're donating to about bringing their cartons back. I should, but I won't for obvious reasons, but yeah. And we'll continue to donate. We're gonna do it anyway, but this way you all get us something out of it as well. And we'll get a bunch of cartons. And because right now where I'm headed with all these eggs, I guess I'm just gonna sit these on the table where people collect the eggs and just let them pick them out. I don't know, but we would not be opposed if a bunch of eggs showed up. All right, I got some errands to run. I got some busy work to do, stuff I don't want to do whatsoever. And then I think I'm gonna go buy those panels that Gary uses, because it's about to rain like a cow peeing on a flat rock, and it won't hurt those panels to get wet. But if you didn't know, at the end of our last video, I talked about how we bought a donkey. We were gonna rescue this donkey because he'd been working and fighting and protecting his farm. So I use that term rescue respectfully, because I tell you right now, this donkey does not want to be rescued. He is a guard animal, and he is tough as nails. I may call him Nails, but he is my donkey because Ray wants a mini, or she wants to rescue, like truly rescue one. Like, this guy wasn't a rescue. He came from a huge farm. He's now come to our farm. He's going to help protect the highlands and everything out there. Like, I want to finish the hard fence all the way around our property and then just let this donkey run the whole property, because he is tough. He's definitely embraced his role as a guard animal. So I want to get those panels though, because he jumped our cattle panels with ease. And he's actually where Alan's at. He's at the neighbors. He's safe, but that's where he's at. But I need to go get the panels because he can't jump those. He can't get out. And then once we have those, once we have those, we can bring him back to our farm, put him inside the corral panel system, and he won't be able to like get out or jump or whatever. I mean, I know he could still just grow wings and fly. I know, but it'll make it harder for him. It'll help him to calm down right there. Plus, he's kind of bonding to Alan, so that'll be cool. But yeah, I got stuff to do. We'll talk here in a little bit. Made it to the farm, home 1.0. So where I'm going to get these panels,
make a U-turn.
I don't want to make a U-turn, is in Muskogee, Oklahoma. So I had to come by here, so I figured I'd check on everybody and make sure everybody's got their floaties on. The good news is I think the water's done, the rainy stuff. If the ground wasn't wet enough already, it is saturated. I just wanted to check on everybody. I don't know if they use their little, man, you guys had some awesome names. So the Highlands have what you guys call the cowport. And then we built one for the alpacas last night just to get out of the rain. Now they don't need a structure. Some of you guys were like, oh, they need a barn. They don't, they're okay. They're fine. We just give them something so they can get out of the rain a little bit and, you know, not have to stand in it. But just like the Highlands, even when it was like 10 degrees outside, they just stood there because they're built for it. They're animals. They're tough, even if they look funny. I'm sorry. It's nothing personal. I mean, really, it's not. It's just, I don't know. You kind of got a look to you. I can't help it. It looks like you did stand out in the rain a little bit. But that did not mean that they stood out in the rain all night, okay? But what I like to see is nobody's got any cuts on their knees. Nobody tried to jump the fence. Everybody's here. Alan is way over there. That little structure we built for him, you guys decided to call the alpaca play, which is hilarious. So we got a cowport and an alpaca play. And yes, some of you guys noticed these structures right here, which me going to get these panels will allow us to use these structures. And I'm kind of excited about it. I'm not going to buy so many panels that I can, you know, make a path for them to go all the way over there. I'm just going to buy enough that we can put them around this barn. Where's it at? Whoop. That's a pretty good sized little barn. Like 20 by 16 maybe. These animals have all been halter trained. Some walk and lead better than others, like the white one. And I know we still need to clarify their names. It was too windy when Ray said them the other day, the females, but I'm gonna let her do it. The white one like self-loads in and out of a trailer. She's awesome. But man, the pond is way, way up. Wow. I really want to walk back there to the overflow. The ducks are still having a meeting. Some serious deliberation going on right there. These two are in exile, apparently. I need to get those things and spread them out. But Man, the pond is up. That's probably, oh, I bet half that thing's underwater. I like it. I've never seen it this high. Now, some of you guys have asked, the place that used to be here, they had a pump and they would pump water out occasionally, and those 4 T-posts held that pump underwater, like the sump pump did. So those T-posts, I've never seen water that high, and I don't know that it can get higher because we've got 2 overflow ponds just right over the hump there. So the pond was built really well. I will give them that. Whoever built this did a really good job as far as water management, because for there to be as much water in here as there is, but I can still walk out on the island, I'm pretty pleased and I'm pretty impressed. So panels I'm going to buy. I'm going to buy enough to put them around, and I'll tell you where I'm getting them and what they're from and all that stuff here in a minute. I'm going to buy enough to put them around one of these structures so the alpacas and the donkey can get inside and seek shelter, but also not so many that I can actually bridge the whole gap. Because here's my plan. I know I talked about it a little bit, but I messaged my buddy Jason, found out how big his pens are down at Cog Hill, and he's kind of doing what we're doing. He set up some temporary pastures, but they're temporarily permanent, if that makes sense. Like they're strong enough to hold the animals, but they're not so strong that, I'm watching thorns. They're not so strong they can't get away. That's not where I buried the trailer, is it? No, that's not. I was like, I didn't know I came over that far. So I don't know if you guys have seen this, but this brush used to be all over the place right here. But we hit a little bit of it with the brush hog. I should have done more. I should have backed in right here and hit that with the brush hog. But there's a semi-tire, like a semi-trailer tire back there, and that's why I didn't do it when I had the brush hog. But I think we can figure something out. But there's some pretty nice little pens in here. So I'm gonna buy enough panels, not just cattle panels, the actual legit panels, that we can make like an alley right here, because this is all brush. They're not gonna eat that. And there's no sense when we got tons of grass up here. But I'm gonna make an alley with those pins so they can come out here and get to this good grass when it's storming. Morning, ladies. How you doing? Hi, are you gonna spit? That's the look of I'm gonna spit on you. You're not gonna spit on me, are you? No, come here. I know, I'm not Ray. She'll be out here later. You hear him humming? You guys hear that? There it was. They're not like cows where they need like 15 gallons a day. So Gary said this water right here, that's a 110 gallon tank. It's probably a 10th full. I bet there's 15, 16 gallons in there, because I put 15 gallons in it. They've drank a little bit, and of course it rained. But this will last them for like 3 weeks. Hey, don't eat that cherry tree over there, okay? I'm gonna chop that down. But don't worry, it's only dangerous if you eat the leaves that wilt, and there ain't no leaves wilting on that tree. It's super healthy. It's also only dangerous if you eat like your body weight in those leaves. So everybody needs to calm down. I don't think there's 125 pounds worth of leaves over there, or however much you guys, you might be a little on the heavier side of 125, I don't know. All right, I'm gonna go get some panels so you guys can go over there, and then we'll check on your boy Alan when we get home tonight, okay? I got this 5-foot no climb fence, and that is right there. There's 2 100-foot rolls, and I'd actually like to replace these cattle panels or just move the pen this way, but Ray thinks she might want the house like right her, so I don't want to do anything too permanent right here. And I don't know if that was more brush hogged, I would absolutely put it around there. But as you can see, we also have a utility pole in there, I don't really want to mess them with that. We got electric coming. I am going to make it to where they can be safe. But what I want to put in there as well is the chickens. And I'm going to put cattle panels around the chicken coop inside the 5-foot fence. And then Smokey will be inside the 5-foot fence as well, which will keep the neighbor's dog off of Smokey. The neighbor's dog is a beautiful Pyrenees, and he actually bred the neighbor's dog. And the little puppies you see in our videos sometimes, I see them right there. Where they at? Anyway, so yeah, we may just let him and Smokey rendezvous, and then we'll get some baby Pyrenees in 63 days. How about that? As long as Smokey's not bred by the neighborhood Chihuahua back home, I don't know. But anyway, I got an hour and a half drive, so let's get on it. Waiting on to give somebody my ticket. I bet you if Ray here, I was get service a little quicker. That's meant to be funny. No, they're super polite here. All the staff at the desk when I went in and placed my order are super cool. I don't have checks yet. I don't have checks in Oklahoma yet. But they went ahead and helped me out. So I told them they could find me on YouTube if the check wouldn't clear. That didn't work. I had to use my debit card. They don't care who I was. Let's see if we can get out of here. It's a busy, busy place. See you guys back home. What do you say, ladies? What do you think? Huh? Ray needs to tell everybody your name so they know what to call y'all. Huh? Whew. Okay. Whew. So it says them things weigh 65 pounds. No way, not a chance. That's Carter and Adler in one arm. Carter on this side, Adler on this side, 65 pounds. There's no way. No, way more than 65 pounds. But that's why they are what they are. So anyway, I have not set them up over here yet. Ray and I are going to come out this evening and take a look around, figure out what we might want to do, because it would not take much to build a structure out here. I know you guys are all hopped up on, they got to have a place to get out of the rain, they got to have this and please stop. It's so old, it's so retired, it's so bad. These animals lived in the wild, designed by God to live in the wild, not your living room, okay? I mean, think about it. I don't have cats. You know why? Because if you have a cat and your cat goes to the bathroom in your house, you're the pet. That's how I feel about cats. What I really want to do is what Ray has suggested all along. I want this field fence gone. You win, babe. I want it gone. It's just gonna be a nightmare to try and get rid of all these bushes, because we actually saw this property when it was still cold outside. Like, it snowed 2 or 3 times when we first saw this property, and we were able to get to see it, what it looks like in the snow. So what I want to do is actually build that fence like my buddy Cog Hill has basically inside this fence. That way I can just take a skid steer, cutting wheel, whatever, and just right there, just like that. You'll see it again. Angle grinder. That's how they sound. Anyway, I'm gonna just run them down there, get all that fence out of there. And we might even move this a little bit lower or make it longer. I'm not sure yet. But I want to get Ray out here and talk to her about it. And she doesn't particularly care where it goes, but she does care where her pretty animals are sitting. And we just want to do it right. So anyway, we'll be back out here a little bit later. This stuff is safe to leave out here. I've made it pretty clear who's welcome and who's not. And the only people that are welcome without notice are me, Ray, and 2 neighbors. Only 2. If our neighbors are watching this, you can probably figure out if you're the 2 that are allowed out here or not. If you're not sure, it's probably not you. I know several of them are watching this going, is it me? But anyway, nobody's allowed out here. I got cameras, aimed at cameras, and I usually don't call 911 until I've already handled whatever's going on. So yeah, I'm that guy. I'm gonna leave all this here. I'm gonna go get me a sandwich and a drink. Nice Diet Coke sounds pretty darn good. And I'm gonna get a camera. I'm gonna get Ray, and then we're gonna come back out here. So we'll see you guys here after a bit. No way. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Let me show you guys something. I don't believe it. I'm kind of frustrated. I don't believe it. So the other day, I left the 4-wheeler out here. Don't tell my dad. I took the key out. This 4-wheeler has been in my family for like, man, I was in 7th grade. 25 years? That's not possible. It's a 2002. It's been in my family since 2002. How long ago was that? Yeah, I was a senior, so it can't be 7th grade. Anyway, I've taken the key out of that 4-wheeler probably a dozen times because I left it somewhere and I didn't want the key in it because it just makes it easier to steal. Well, it makes it almost impossible not to steal it if the key's in it. But I dropped the key. Couldn't find it. 20 acres, 1 Honda key, size of a $50. Good luck. You know what I did? I got on the old interweb, ordered me a new key, and it showed up today. Literally, this is a brand new key. Now, you actually can't get a new key. You have to order a whole new ignition. So I had quite a little project for myself. Just now, walking up the road. You gotta be kidding me. You've got to be kidding me. 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3. What in the world is bothering me?
We'll give a tetanus shot. Just so that fester and cause us problems in a week or 2. And then this is just an antibiotic shot. So the steroid, which is also going to help with the pain, plus the swelling. So it's dog bites tend to be really painful. And then, like I say, just shave all that off and spray the scarlet oil onto the wounds and let them drain.
We'll do it.
All right.
Appreciate you, doctor.
You bet.
Thank you. I'm still at the vet's office on a private road. I do need to put my seatbelt on though, because it's gonna get bumpy. Hold on, Alan. So it's the next day. After I found my 4-wheeler key, like 10 minutes after. First off, alpacas don't make a whole lot of noise. They hum and kind of squeal a little bit. You know what it reminds me of is piglets, baby piglets. I guess all piglets are babies, but that's what it reminds me of, the little noises they make. And I'm in a friend's truck, by the way, with a gooseneck It was the trailer we could get the quickest without having to drive about an hour to get a trailer. And anybody's got a trailer out there, bumper pull, 16 foot, super light, send me an email. Let me know. I don't want to pay double. I don't want to pay Facebook market price places, but let me know. Anyway, huge shout out to that friend with this truck and trailer. Alan is riding in style back there on a nice bed of chips and loving life, I'm sure. He got a tetanus shot and an antibiotic, and I think that's pretty much it. This vet right here, whoop, see it? They're in Miami. Probably not hard to find, but I'm not gonna do the whole this is who you call, blah, blah, blah. This is just the vet. They don't deal with exotics. This was a friend of a friend favor, and I think this man right here is good as gold. I sincerely appreciate it. We called a couple other vets because we didn't know what to do, and we called him, and those other vets turned us down because he's technically an exotic. But this is wound care. This isn't like, you know, gestation period, pregnancy. Dr. H immediately, you know, just said, hey, it's wound care. Just bring him over. We'll check him out, figure it out, and get it going. And he did. So, huge thank you. But back to the story. Here's what happened. Right after I found that Honda key, I headed out. It's about a 700, 800 foot drive up our driveway from where the alpacas are. And I heard the dogs going nuts at the neighbors. And I saw Alan and the dogs in the corner closest to our pen. And I saw the little dog, which is some kind of healer, Catahoula mix, something, hanging from Alan's hind end. And it wasn't his haunches, it was his huevos. Okay? Now that's not proper Spanish, but just, yeah, you know what I'm talking about. And he was cut up pretty good. Even the doctor could tell that the cuts were from something hanging on him. That they had cornered something and they were protecting Alan because they were just barking and looking down at first. But then the dog turned back towards Alan, and I knew what was going on, and I made a decision. I did not put the dog down. I don't know that I would make the same decision twice. I really think that dog had it coming, and I think it's going to have it coming for a little while. These neighbors have been nothing but nice to us. This dog, from what we were told, is supposed to be clipped up, which to me is chained up. But if you know anything about red healers and this mix, I believe it's a Catahoula. I think that's what they've said. Those dogs should not be chained up. Sorry, that son, just got to deal with it. Those dogs should not be chained up. They need a job. They need a job every day, all day, twice on Sundays. And that's why this dog is so rogue, if you want my opinion. But it's one of these things where we've got a neighbor that just won't keep their dog up. But on every other front, they're awesome folks. There's a lot there. They don't know we have a channel yet. I don't know if they ever will. They're moving. And I'm not trying to take advantage. I'm just trying to ride out the storm here a little bit. But I can tell you right now, you know, if I see the dog on my property, I won't have a choice. He is after Alan. I think what happened was Alan jumped the fence in the storm, as you guys know, and he already had some cuts in his groin area, not on his groin, but like in his like leg pits, and I think the dog smelled blood because there was still some on his fur. But you know, man, what a rough start for old Alan here. Alan's also younger. He's halter trained. He's extremely calm. He's extremely mild. And I just don't know that he has it in him, because these two girls we dropped off, which Ray still needs to let you guys know their names. She said them the other night. Hang on, turning safely here. Woo, gooseneck's a little bit different than a bumper pull. That's nice. I like turning with a gooseneck. I haven't pulled a gooseneck in probably 20 years, but I've driven big rigs, buses, and bumper pull, plenty of trailers. But Ray couldn't tell you the names of those animals the other day because it was just too windy. She tried, but couldn't get him out, but anyway, we'll update you on that. But huge thank you to the friends that got us this trailer in a moment's notice, and the veterinarian calling us back on a referral, not being an established customer, because you know how that goes. I'm sure they get plenty of calls of emergencies, and I know they do their best, but you guys know it's tough right now. They saw us this morning, got me some antibiotics, all for less than $100. So if you're in this area and you want his information, send me an email and I'll hook you up with that information. So I will consider him a friend and a vet for life while we live out here. That is for sure. So he even gave us, and I'm going to tell Ray before I tell you guys, I won't see her before you guys see this video, but he even gave us some amazing information on exotics. And a very good friend of his, exotics meaning emu, a very good friend of his raised emus, and we can go through him to get some information about Eddie's eyeball, but I'll let Ray fill you in on that. I could vent a little bit more about that neighbor, but I'm just going to sit tight for now and have some more conversations, but they will be very direct, pointed conversations of here's what's going to happen and here's how we're going to coexist. So I'll keep you guys updated. All right, we're back at home 1.0. Check out how Mr. Allen went to the vet today. Oh, it's probably a, I don't know, 20-foot gooseneck. I guess 30 foot if you count the goose. I don't know how to measure gooseneck, but that's a 20-foot trailer probably. Allen, what's up, buddy? Feeling all right? Dude, you got to be the most chill alpaca on earth, you know it? Where you going? Let's go see your girlfriends. Come on. All right, man, we got a long walk, but you walked it yesterday not feeling good. Ready? Come on, brother. Allen, this is ridiculous, buddy. We've already walked down this road before. There's no reason to act like this. No reason whatsoever. You're just really embarrassing your mom and I, you know it? I mean, look at you. What? Ain't even nobody even holding the rope, man. Can we go yet? Huh? Can we go? Oh, man. Look who it is. Mr. Saturday Night Special. Oh, wait, are you gonna spit? Don't spit. We don't need that here, Tina. I think we're gonna call you Tina. Yeah, on my channel, you're Tina. You're on the rope, Allen. There you go, buddy. That a kid. Get in there and show them what you're working with. Don't worry. Don't pay attention to them mean girls. Yep, you're pretty. Don't listen to them. Y'all be good. Don't work too hard. Don't make it weird. Don't make it weird, Allen. I mean, I want you to make it weird, but not on camera weird. Y'all be good. Don't work too hard. Don't make it weird. God bless. Deuces.